Boker Tov. The video is Lila Nishmas Shmuel Bach and Chaim Tzvi. So here it's morning in Mumbai, and we're about 10 hours ahead of New York, 3 hours ahead of Eretz Yisrael. And as you see, the cloudiness of the air, it is so thick. It actually is written when you Google to see the weather and what time is Nates and what time is Tzesek Chacham. It says unhealthy air. That's the warning. So the air is not so healthy, but a lot of beauty in this place, of course. And the more we try to unravel some of the mysteries that we mentioned in the first clip, for example, what's the origin of Hoidu and Kush? The Gemara Maseches Megillah discusses how close Hoidu and Kush is. Are they two distant places? There's a Kush, which is really Ethiopia, but there's also Kush. Kushin, is that the really Kush of the time of Achashverosh? I tried to even investigate a little bit more about just the history of India. Why is India called India? Based on the Indus River, but really they're very upset at the name. It really came from the British. A lot of fascinating information. India is the second largest uchlusiya, meaning amount of people in this world. 1.3 billion people live in India. Fascinating, because 1.3 billion is 17% about the entire world. And the only one that's ahead of them is China, which in area, distance-wise, meaning space-wise, is larger. So there's a lot of people in India. And as we go deeper and deeper into India, we're going to try to bring much more of the origin of the Jews. I already saw that. Of course, there's a machlekes, a dispute regarding whether the Jews came and settled here from the time of the kings of Yehuda, or are they coming from the lost tribes. That's a dispute, and I don't know if that's something that we're going to be able to prove, but certainly a lot of history in India. Another big machlekes I had for many years, and I had it again on a WhatsApp with a good friend Lenny. And this morning, I was up early in the morning, I went downstairs, and it was quiet, and the doorman says, "Can I help you?" I say, "Sure, I'd just like to sit down in the lobby, but I want to ask you a question. It's been bothering me. I just want to know, is the cow in India a god, or it's just a holy object?" So the doorman looked at me and he's like perplexed. He said, ask the questions to the concierge." Okay, so I go to the two people in charge there, and I say, "I hope you don't mind. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to learn, understand a little bit more." So I ask one person there. There are two men standing there. They're all ready to help. I ask them, "Is the cow considered a god? Is it a deity?" So the person thinks, and I asked him two questions. I said, "Is the cow and the elephant?" Because I saw, and I didn't want to take a picture of this because it could be mamash avodah zarah, is that they have an elephant, meaning half human, half elephant on top. So meaning on top is the elephant, on the bottom is a human. So I said, is a cow and an elephant considered a god, or is it just some holy object? So the first person said, no, only a cow. After a few seconds, his chavrusa, his friend, kind of like winked and then made a sign and said something in Indian, in Hindu, and then he corrected himself. No, the elephant too is a god. So first of all, I see like this, it's a machlekes, a dispute. But number two, what I learned from this is that very likely, and as they explained to me very clearly, when it comes to the cows and it comes to the elephants, they dive into it. They don't offer any offerings to it, but they pray to it as a god. And there's many gods, and therefore a person really has to be careful, because it'd be real avodah zarah. Another interesting fact, and maybe something that people don't realize: Hinduism, Buddhism. There's another one, I forgot it already. And then, one second, there's two others that came from India. Sikhism, something that's pronounced, and Jainism. Those four started in India. Most of Indians actually are Hindus, and therefore they are practicing Hinduism. But there are a percentage of Buddhism and the other two also. There's also what now is much more of an influence, about 10% of Islam. And that's basically the update until now. We're holding on the second day of Shovavim, so we don't want to leave Shovavim alone. Shovavim is such an incredible avodah every day. And I did say that I'm going to share with the Olam what I think could be a powerful diet. So Mircha Hashem, I'm going to make this up. B'Korov Hatzlacha. Today, we're visiting the shul in Mumbai, in Chabad, where the tragic story took place with Reb Gavriel Holtzberg and his wife, and the two mashgichim that were there. And Mirza Hashem, Lina, they want to make a video from there. Hatzlacha, everyone.